Today I'm out at the back of the diesel field. It's quite windy, but that's par for the course. But today the wind's blowing from the east, so it's actually quite a nice cooling breeze. But I'm out here for a couple of reasons. One is to lift the next lot of potatoes for my experiment. So I'm just putting my gloves on while we chat. Not because it's time, we're actually a few days early, but because they're starting to look like they're really struggling with the amount of water, or the lack of water there is over here. And I have watered a couple of times, but you know, we're almost at the end of this experiment, so I'm just going to lift the next set. And I'm just going to lift the plants that really look like they're struggling. So this is one each from the 4 different conditions that I'm testing. I've got my bags to keep them separately so that we can weigh them properly afterwards and see how that harvest is doing. So let's get on with it. So these are the ones grown in wood chips. It's really hard to tell where the plants are. So that's that one. This is this one. Well, in terms of numbers, this looks much better than previously. So a couple of nice ones. A lot of these are green, but that will be about me not having put the wood chips on quite thick enough, or possibly in the right place. And also the birds very much chose to scratch through them and move them around. So however many times I replaced them, the birds would just move the wood chips about. Now this is looking really good, but we know that this hasn't got that much nutrition in it. Okay, so those are the wood chip ones. I'll just move the old plant out of the way. This is the chicken bedding. Well, this is looking very promising. And this is actually part of the same plant because there were only 3 in there. So the results are that the potatoes growing in the wood chips were 450 grams. The potatoes growing in the covered in compost, that's the homemade garden compost, were 597 grams. I'm just reading from a list here. The chicken bedding was 964 grams, and the leaf mould was 1,437 grams. So different results this time. Last time, as with this time, wood chips did the poorest, but with the last ones, the homemade compost did the best, and this time it was third. So what I'm going to do is add these figures to the previous ones, and after I've lifted the last lot of potatoes, then we'll look at the final results in terms of weight. I'm still really surprised at how well the leaf mould seems to be doing, because as I've said, I didn't think it had any nutritional value. Maybe because it's very good at holding the moisture, I don't know. It's an interesting one. Well, that's it for me today, and so wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one, and I also hope you'll join me again tomorrow.